NCL Cruise, and I am like completely spoiled because now I've started at the most beautiful, newest ship, you know,
Exactly.
state of the art.
Exactly.
Tell us what makes Prima different than any other ship right now that NCL has.
This ship is a perfect combination of Oceania and Regent, which are our other two brands. So we have elevated this ship so it's so elegant. And I think probably what you've really noticed, Jen, is the fact it's wide open and there's not a lot of guests too.
Yes, absolutely.
We designed this so the rooms are larger, including the staterooms, which you saw and you've been staying in.
They are amazing.
But the ship is segmented too. We have like almost like different neighborhoods.
Okay.
So you don't feel crowded at all because the guests can either be here enjoying a cocktail or they can be downstairs enjoying Starbucks, or there's many different restaurants that they can enjoy also. So it really is spread out.
Awesome.
We created the theater so that it can also turn into a nightclub. So the theater seats retract and there's a big mirror ball that comes down and it turns into a disco at night.
Oh my gosh, it was amazing. It's a target market for this particular ship.
This is definitely geared towards multi-generational families because we have a large children's program on board too. If you go to Deck 15, you can see Splash Academy. And we have a little bit of everything, no matter what your age is. We've got the racetrack, we've got the Galaxy Pavilion. For those of you that like to golf, we have the tea time.
Yes.
There's an escape room. There's so much to do.
There is so much to do. It's never a dull moment on board,
Right.
that's for sure.
And if you're an adult, we have lots of different venues to go enjoy a beverage, per se.
Exactly. Exactly. What are the destinations that the Prima is sailing to?
Well, you just experienced one of the most fantastic destinations where we sailed from Iceland. Now the ship is actually going to stay in Northern Europe for a little bit longer. Then she's going to sail over to the US. And then we're going to take her on down into Miami after she leaves New York. So she'll be doing some Bermuda sailings. And then we're very excited. We're bringing the ship back to Galveston. We've not had a ship in Galveston in many years. So we're going to offer a 7-night sailing going Friday to Friday out of Galveston in the fall of 2023, and then she'll run into the early spring of 2024.
Tell us about groups and meeting space here on board, and even weddings. What does that look like on the Prima?
Oh, and this is going to be one of the ships I think is going to be very popular, especially for wedding venues, because look how amazingly beautiful this ship is.
Yes.
We've got lots of different opportunities for agents to book wedding packages. They can go into NCL Help and they can see all the different wedding packages that we do offer. For groups and meeting space, we can utilize restaurants. We can make them private.
Okay.
We have drop-down screens in some of the restaurants, or we'll bring in audio-visual equipment as needed. So this ship really can handle just about any type of group that you have.
That's amazing. But what's the difference between the Haven suites and then the suites in the main cabin areas?
Quite honestly, once you go to the Haven, you'll never go back. You really won't. You get spoiled in the Haven.
Okay.
The Haven guests have their own key cards. They have a gold key card that allows them to get into a private area. And within the Haven, they have their own butler. There's a concierge service. There's a beautiful restaurant. They have their own bar. On this ship, there's an affinity pool that is just amazing with hot tubs. But our Haven guests really do get pampered. These are our luxury clients. So they're getting all those extra indulgence. They have their own seating area in the theater. They have their own elevator that allows them to transport up and down the ship without being interrupted by stopping at the multiple decks on the way down. So again, once you stay in the Haven, you will never
you're
go
done.
back.
You're done. Okay. Tell us what makes this go-kart track different than the one on any other ship.
Well, number one, it's larger. This is a 3-story go-kart track. It does have the opportunity, though, in case you are speed demons like you ladies might have been, where my coworkers upstairs can hit a button and they can slow you down.
Yes.
So if you have people that are driving erratically, we can control that.
Ah, okay.
But it is the largest racetrack at sea.
Wow. What are the benefits of booking a shore excursion through NCL directly?
One of the biggest benefits is we have a professional back here behind the shore excursion desk that can help you with all of the shore excursion questions that you may have. Most importantly though, when you book a shore excursion with NCL, if something were to happen and you cannot do the shore excursion you have booked, if you cancel within 48 hours, you can get your money back. So you can have it refunded or it goes back onto an onboard credit. Now I'm correct, right team?
Right. Lisa, thank you again for taking the time today to show us around this most magnificent ship. I mean, the Prima is just amazing. So thank you again for this opportunity and to just take us around and show us about all what it's about. So
my pleasure. Thank you for traveling all the way to Iceland.
Oh my gosh.
To join us.
First trip to Europe. So thank you so much. It's been a pleasure. You guys have to check it out. Thank you,
beautiful.
Lisa.
Thank you. Love you.
Love you too, sweetie.